The conservative nomination of Amanda Spielman, Ofsted's former chief inspector, to the House of Lords has ignited a firestorm of outrage, particularly within the education community and among the family of the late Ruth Perry, a head teacher who tragically took her own life following a highly critical Ofsted inspection. This controversial appointment, revealed by The Observer, has been branded obscene and a profound insult to educators across the nation. The timing, coinciding with Spielman's recent overtly political attack on Labor's school bill, further fuels the controversy, casting a long shadow over this high-profile nomination submitted to King Charles for approval as part of the annual birthday honors. The nomination's announcement has been met with fierce condemnation from Perry's family, who are understandably devastated by this seemingly insensitive act. Their grief is amplified by the perception that the very person who oversaw the inspection system that contributed to their daughter's death is now being elevated to the House of Lords. School leaders echo this sentiment, viewing the nomination as a blatant disregard for the mental well-being of teachers and head teachers nationwide. The controversy centers around the Ofsted inspection of Caversham Primary School in Reading, where Ruth Perry served as head teacher. The inspection resulted in the school's downgrade to inadequate, a devastating blow that deeply impacted Perry, ultimately leading to her suicide in January 2023. The coroner's subsequent ruling emphasized the inspection's unduly harsh and intimidating nature, directly contributing to Perry's tragic demise. A prevention of future deaths report issued by the coroner further highlighted the need for urgent reforms in the inspection process, specifically advocating for improved inspector training in handling distressed individuals. This report underscores the profound systemic issues within Ofsted that led to such a devastating outcome. Despite the coroner's findings and the overwhelming evidence suggesting failings within Ofsted's procedures, Spielman maintained in interviews that no errors occurred during the inspection. This statement, coupled with her nomination to the House of Lords, is seen by many as a shocking display of insensitivity and a complete lack of accountability. Her assertion that this is not a record worthy of such an honor rings hollow in light of the tragic consequences of Ofsted's actions under her leadership. Andrew Moorish, a former head teacher and Ofsted inspector, and founder of Headrest, a mental health helpline for head teachers, described the nomination as obscene. Headrest has received numerous calls from school leaders describing the immense pressure and strain caused by Ofsted inspections, many reporting feeling pushed to the brink by the rigorous and often subjective assessment process. The intensity of Ofsted inspections, particularly the deep dives into multiple subjects in small primary schools, has been a consistent source of criticism. Teachers frequently voice concerns about the unfairness of judging schools based on pop quiz assessments of randomly selected children, a method seen as highly subjective and potentially inaccurate. The pressure to achieve high ratings, often at the expense of teacher well-being and overall school atmosphere, has become a significant concern within the education system. While Spielman oversaw a high-profile review into sexual harassment and abuse in schools following the Everyone's Invited website revelations in 2021, criticisms persist regarding Ofsted's slow response and apparent inaction in safeguarding children. Conservative MP Maria Miller has openly condemned Ofsted for its failures in this area, further highlighting the organization's shortcomings. The nomination of Amanda Spielman stands as a stark reminder of the significant pressure facing school leaders and the urgent need for reform within Ofsted. The tragic loss of Ruth Perry serves as a poignant symbol of the human cost of a flawed system. The intense criticism surrounding this nomination underscores the deep-seated concerns regarding Ofsted's practices and their impact on the mental health and well-being of educators. The debate extends far beyond a single nomination. It highlights a systemic crisis within the education system demanding immediate and comprehensive reform. This situation calls for a thorough investigation into Ofsted's procedures and a commitment to prioritize the mental health and well-being of all those involved in the education system. The outrage surrounding this nomination is a clear indication that the current system is broken and needs urgent reform to prevent future tragedies. If you're struggling with suicidal thoughts, please reach out for help. You are not alone. In the UK and Ireland, contact Samaritans on freephone 116 123, email joe@samaritans.org or joe@samaritans.I. In the U.S., call or text the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline on 988, chat on 988lifeline.org, or text home to 740 1741. In Australia, contact Lifeline on 13 11 14. Other international helplines can be found at befrienders.org.